Hi, my name's Duncan Robinson. I run for Giffnock North and I run track and cross country. And I got into running by doing parkour with my family when I was younger and just did it every Saturday, once a week. And I wasn't too fond of it. At that later age, took it a bit more seriously, started to enjoy it and started doing it a bit more competitively.
Nice one. And you made a transition from kind of canicross racing into more traditional racing. How was that transition? How was that transition for you? And more importantly, how do you dog?
The transition was smooth. I had done some cross country running for school. I did a lot of canicross races, which were mostly trail races as well. So either really technical or really muddy trail races. But with the dog attached, you go really fast. And the idea was to train up myself so I could get fitter for canicross. And then I did some track races as training. So I did my first 1500 metres was in Linwood. And I was racing against kids half my age. And it was a bit embarrassing, but I ended up coming second overall. I ran about 4:15 for 1500 metres. And then a month later I ran 4:13, and that was the first little improvement. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit shocked at how little improvement I made over that time, but I kind of got the bug and saw what I wanted to do and tried to go from there. I ended up doing a few more track races. Rocket he wasn't too happy, but he felt betrayed.
I bet, and you seem to make the transition quite quickly as well. And, getting a GB call up quite early on. The Euro Juniors 3000 metres. What seemed like your first season?
It was a first proper track season, and it kind of happened almost by accident. So I ended up doing a time trial with Giffnock. So a 3k time trial at Hutchie track, and I ran around 8:30 there. And I wasn't really sure if that was a crazy good time or anything. And my current coach, Lynn, ended up trying to get me into the first seat at Linwood again. And that was for a GAA race, the Scottish Under-20s. And to be honest, I wasn't even sure it was the Scottish Under-20s. I had no clue going into it. And just tried to run as hard as I could. And I ended up running the standard at the time, which was, I think it was sub 8:20. And I ran 8:15 for second behind Kane Elliott. And then I went to Manchester there, and I ended up coming in second there as well, which again, it was such a short period of time. It was only my second 3k track race and my fourth track race in general. So although it looks like a really short period, the whole year of COVID beforehand and training that led up to that allowed me to do it. So it wasn't just 4 months and I just improved a lot. There was a lot of background training that went into it, and that no one got to see because there was no races.
I guess these things definitely don't happen overnight. Speaking about training as well, you mentioned your coach there. What's your kind of current setup looking like at Giffnock North in terms of just like your average week?
So, in terms of like my average week, Tuesdays are normally a track session. This week's changed a little bit, it's now on a Saturday because of the ice. But normally track session on Tuesday. Sorry, I'll start in chronological order. Monday's an easy run. Tuesday's a track run. Wednesday's an easy run. And Thursday's normally like a quicker tempo and some strides. Usually around like 6k. And then Friday I normally take off. Or cross train. I'll do a little bit of cross training on Fridays. And Saturday again is a longer fartlek. Or during winter it's on the roads to help try stay injury free. And then Sunday, the long run. but not too long. I don't really tend to go more than 13 miles. Yeah.
Nice one. And obviously speaking about cross training as well, we've seen you've done some boxing before. Is cross training a big part of your programme at all? Or do you credit any of your success
not really.
to that boxing training?
Growing up, we did a lot of kickboxing.
Okay.
So my dad was a martial arts instructor, and we did it growing up. So did that until I was about 16.
Yeah.
And then obviously it doesn't mesh well with running.
Yeah.
Especially getting kicked in the leg. Hurts a lot. Especially the next day. Yeah. So used to do a lot. Like I played lots of different sports. Played basketball and did lots of boxing growing up. So it kind of gave me a good fitness base to help with the running. But no, not anymore.
Yeah. You've had a pretty successful season so far as well. The cross country season.
Yeah.
Winning West Districts cross country, coming 4th at National Short Course Champs and 5th at Inter-Counties. You must be pretty happy with all those results?
I was happy with the West result just because I'd won it the year before, and you don't want to go backwards really. Yeah. So I was able to kind of get that by leading the race, which I normally don't really do.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the other two were bittersweet because they were improvements on what I'd had, but on the verge of getting a medal, never happy.
Yeah.
Getting out dipping the line as well.
Yeah.
And I was just kicking myself. I was dreaming about it every night for weeks. It was just what I could have done better.
Yeah.
And obviously, like my coach let me know, went off too slow, too conservative. But I think at the time that was just what I had.
Yeah.
I was coming back from a slight injury, so I maybe wasn't as confident. And then that confidence shone through at Inters, where I was too confident, went off too hard, and then blew up. So there's a balance to be struck, which still trying to gauge.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll be competing in our event that we're hosting, Flat Fast, at the end of April this year. How much are you looking forward to competing at that event? It'll be your first time there, I imagine. Yeah. And also with the likes of people like Jack Patton up at front.
Yeah, I missed it last year because of injury as well. So no, I'm really excited to try and lay down a good fast 5k.
Yeah.
Don't tend to get too many in Scotland, so I'd recommend everyone get along and really test yourself over that distance, because it's going to be really good. It's going to be a fun time.
Like for the rest of the summer, what can we expect from you, like on the track and the rest of your cross country season?
So cross country season for me is almost to an end. I think I'm going to race the Nationals in February, which is 10k, and I think then I'll be starting moving to the roads, just because cross country is tough, and I think I've built up enough base to try and go after some fast times. So I'll move to the roads. So I'll be doing Armagh and the Flat and Fast, and potentially the Alan Scally road race if I'm feeling up for it after Nationals. But no, cross country is really fun, and obviously the goal is to get really fit for track season. And then track season I'll probably stay at the 1500 metres, try and break 340, maybe the goal, get as close as I can to that, and hopefully break the barrier, and then maybe race some 800 metres as well.
Really?
Which I've not done too much of. But
any time goal there, do you think? Or no, just wait and see what happens.
I have no clue what to expect, so if I had to guess, maybe under 154. But no, never really raced 800 properly, so that'll be exciting.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do for the rest of the season in the summer. And just as the last question then, what's your session today?
Session today is 12 to 16 times 400 metres with 1 minute recovery. We'll aim to run around 5k pace, which is goal pace is around 13:50, so about 67.5 seconds for a lap. And if we have to work down to it, it's a little bit windy, that's okay, and then we can maybe speed it up towards the end if we're feeling fresh, which fingers crossed we are.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Perfect, cheers.
Thank you.
You went like across the pond. We once just went on an amazing walk. Missed it.
the flexible ones.
Not very flexible.
Yeah.
Like, hardly get down. That's as far as I'm going.
Drill's a big part of your routine usually.
Yeah, we do them every track session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to. Takes a wee while, but it's worth it, I think.
Try to limber up.
Yeah.
No one's watching.
For the 200, no worries.
Oh!
68. Seven, 68.
How's the wind feeling?
Feels hard.
Yeah.
I think the other boys have find it hard as well. The breathing's getting quicker.
69.
Done.
Yeah, that was slow.
Feeling strong.
68.1. Fell asleep halfway around, I think.
Right, 66, 67.
Boys!
I think that was slightly faster, eh?
Boys, come on!
Wow! What a handshake! Woo! Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah, but you've already got yours. Me and Duncan still haven't done it. You should take a razor to...
Right, session's done. How was
Yes,
it?
very hard.
Yeah.
It was windy for about 100 metres on the home straight, 150 metres, and we just had to like power through that every rep, and then once we got through there, we just keep the form strong and finish each rep. So you have to just take it like one rep at a time. mentally it was quite difficult, and managed to, I think we averaged around 66 to 67, so that's what we wanted. So we kind of executed well and finished strong. Me and Nikolai managed to bring it down, which means there's more in the tank.
So you're ready to Takumi Sens as well?
Yep.
What are your go-to shoe rotations for easy tempo
So,
sessions?
I try and keep it simple, so the ones I've got on right now are called Saucony Tempest, and these are a class shoe I've been using for the last 5 months or so. Just when I was coming back from a stress reaction, they help support my feet, and they're just really nice. They're light enough that you can use them for like easy days and long days. Use them the majority of the time. And then Takumi's is what I use for 5k stuff and down. I need a new pair though because they're a little bit older, they're about 3 years old now. So they're really nice. They've got rods, I think they have plastic or carbon rods in them to just help with propulsion and help you feel fast, but they're really light, which is, for me, the main thing is weight. So they're under 200 grams, which compared to other super shoes is really good. And I like that they're quite flat, so you can really kind of get up on your toes, and you still need to use your own mechanics to run fast. And apart from that, if it was longer tempo, longer fartlek stuff, I'd use maybe the Adizero Pros, which are slightly bigger, more protection over the longer stuff. But again, maybe getting the Cloud Boom Echo 3s soon for the next few Armagh races, so I'll be using them.
And your Dragonflies, do you go to racing spikes for the track, or do you go for the...
I used them for a bit, and I ended up using the Adidas spikes as well. Bit of a simp for Adidas. And they were good, but I think, again, I'll probably change it up for this track season. I use my Dragonflies for cross country and they're both ripped, and then I'll just use them till they genuinely fall in half. But no, I think spikes, there's other options other than Dragonflies out there, and I don't like on the start lines when everyone's got the same shoe. Quite like to change it up. So yeah.
Nice. And you said you're off to Faro this afternoon as well in a few hours for a wee training camp.
I'm going.
How long are you out there for?
We're going there for 2 weeks. Just to get some nice track sessions in. Hopefully with less wind, more heat, and no ice on the track. And just get some quality work in. And we've been spending a lot of time on the treadmills recently, and it's good to get base fitness, but for speed it's not the same. My treadmills only go up to 3-minute Ks, and it's just not the same. So we're going out there and just get ready for some races really.
Well done today, and hope you do well the rest of your season.
Thank you. Cheers. Subscribe.